Mental note, nothing good ever comes of being in the forest, especially when you're twins. Especially when you're twins following a glowing red butterfly.
Mayu?
Especially when you're twins following a glowing red butterfly in a Japanese video game. Well, you can imagine where it goes from here. It's Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly for the PlayStation. Oh, shit!
Where did
Now, believe it or not, this is actually my first experience with Fatal Frame. I've never played the original or any of the games since this one, so I can't actually speak to its context or place within the franchise. But what I can tell you is... holy crap, this is one moody, scary, haunting, terrifying f***ing video game.
What was that? I don't know.
So you play as this set of twins, Mio and Mayu. They're just hanging out in the woods one day when all of a sudden, glowing red butterfly. One feels compelled to follow, the other obviously chases her. Suddenly it's nighttime and they're lost in the forest. More specifically, they find themselves at a creepy place of ritual, overlooking a dark village. Hey, why not go down there and knock on doors? How about a million freaking reasons, ladies? Fortunately for the player, these two do everything a smart person wouldn't do in this situation. Consequently, a horror game. And a really freaking good one at that. Crimson Butterfly is essentially a prequel, explaining the backstory of the original game and the origins of the Camera Obscura, a strange device that can exorcise evil spirits. It's kind of like a proton pack for chicks. Obviously, the gameplay in Fatal Frame is built entirely around the camera. It's your only means of defense. And what's brilliant about that is, taking photographs requires a calm and steady hand, but it's kind of hard to be calm and steady when you see an evil spirit crawling out of a trunk to kill you. But despite being terrified, you have to stay calm, and that's a perfect dichotomy for a horror game. It's also survival horror in the truest sense. You don't have an entire briefcase full of military-grade weaponry, you have a camera. So you have this real desperation for improving it. Explore and you might find a new type of film or a special attachment. But at the same time, who knows what's behind that door? But I think what I like most about Fatal Frame 2 is that it takes the best parts of the earliest survival horror games, but it's not afraid to scrap the bad parts. We still have that sense of isolation, there's still puzzles, it's scary as hell, but you only use 2 buttons for the most part. And pushing up actually makes you walk up. It has the original spirit of survival horror, but with improved mechanics. If someone new to the genre asked me for an old school survival horror game to play, this is the one I'd recommend. Coming 7 years after the genre's creation, Fatal Frame 2 is built from a classic survival horror blueprint, but it also embraces improvement and a kind of common sense modernity, and that makes Fatal Frame 2 a benchmark in survival horror.
Why?